Hey everybody, so we are out here and it is pouring down rain, but we're going to still try because a wise man once said that you miss every shot that you don't take. So I'm going to give it a shot and probably won't catch anything, but we'll try. See that, ladies and gentlemen? That's what's called reverse psychology. You think you don't catch anything, you think you won't catch anything, you're not going to catch anything, then you surprise yourself when you catch something. That's what I'm going for here. Don't know if it'll work. Has worked in the past. It worked when I caught one of my biggest bass ever, so let's see if it works. A little quick story behind that. I told my dad, I said, I'm probably not going to catch a fish on this bait. Probably not going to, but let's try it. So I tried it, and I caught about a 4.5 pounder on the second cast, I believe. So, reverse psychology, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you work it. But we're out here throwing a black and blue jig with one of my new favorite colors, the Okeechobee Craw mud crawler by Doc's Lure Company. It's green pumpkin body with electric blue claws. Looks really good on this football jig. I've got this on a 1/4 ounce football jig. Black and blue is the color. Setup is a Shakespeare excursion rod with a Cast King Speed Demon reel 9.3-to-1, one of the fastest reels in the world. I think it's second. I think it is the second fastest reel in the world. I'm pretty sure the fastest reel is the Abu Garcia Rocket, which is a reel that I want to get, but it is about $200 more than my price range. So probably not going to get that for a long time unless I suddenly just start making money like crazy, which would be nice. But there was a fish, I believe. Either that or I hit a limb, but there ain't no limbs out there, so I've got a feeling that was a fish. Maybe. Might have been. Possibility. Could have not been, though. Don't know. But hopefully, I've actually got my camera set up pretty decently where it's not getting any rain on it, so that's actually kind of a good thing. That way it won't get ruined or anything. But we are still trying to catch the first bass of the year. After I got done with my crappie fishing video, I had to go inside because it was lunchtime and I was hungry after that video, so I went inside, ate lunch, played NASCAR on the PS3 for a little while, and then came out here again, and turns out that it started raining again, so that's always nice. I was getting a little bit worried. My mud was getting dry and I was worried about that, but thankfully Mother Nature decided just to bless us here with some more rain. So, that's always good. But right now I'm just going to fish this black and blue jig. You guys can see the water is pretty darn dirty right now. It's kind of a chocolate milk color currently. That's why I opted for this black and blue jig. Black and blue is a good muddy water color. Another great muddy water color is green pumpkin purple. Those are my two muddy water colors. Green pumpkin purple, in my opinion, is just literally the best jig color there is. That's my opinion. I've caught fish in muddy chocolate milk water. I've caught fish in 3 foot deep, 3 foot clear visibility, not clarity, visibility water. You know, it's a great all-around jig, but I do believe that the black and blue does excel some of the times. Believe it or not, the first time I ever actually hooked a fish in my pond here was way back in November. Actually, it was early December of 2017. And we had 2 fish in here at the time. And believe it or not, the way I hooked that fish was flipping this exact same jig with a Doc's Lure Company mud bug. Flipping it right over there where I just flipped it right then. And it was cold. It was just halfway frozen back then too. So we'll see if that pattern is still relevant. It took me a long time to get that fish to bite too. I hooked it for about 0.002 seconds too. I hooked it just long enough for me to bring it up out of the water, and then it came off that quick. Probably never even hooked it. Probably just had it by the sheer force of the jig pull. He probably couldn't even open his mouth long fast enough to let go of the jig. Because tell you what, when I set the hook on a jig fish, I crack it. I crack that son of a gun, because I've always heard that jig fish that bite a jig are supposed to be big. That's what I always heard. I've been told that many a times, but I tell you what, from experience of jig fishing, I found that most of my big fish, there was a hit, was it? Maybe? I popped it off of that limb and thought I felt another little tick. It might have just been another limb. I don't know. I thought I felt something though. Ain't there now, but I've always been told that to catch the big ones, you gotta throw a jig. Well, I tell you what, I've thrown a jig for a long time. I've thrown a jig a lot. I've thrown it in 40 feet of water, and I've thrown it in 2 inches of water. And I have not caught a fish over 3 pounds on a jig ever in the 5 years of me bass fishing. So that kind of tells you there that jigs don't always catch the pigs, as they like to say. They like to say that the jigs catch the pigs. Well, not always, just in certain areas. Because right around this area where I'm at right now, you don't catch very many pigs on any other bait besides a big worm, a topwater bait. Square bill can work pretty good sometimes. You can get a good one to come up on a square bill, they'll bite it. You can get a big one on a swim bait too, swim bait. Jigs, if there's any jigs, out of all the types of jigs, that actually does catch decent fish, I'd have to say it'd be the swim jig. Swim jig with a 3.5 gunner. It catches good ones. It's caught some pretty good ones for me. But as far as football jigs, flipping jigs, dragging jigs, all that stuff, not really had much of good luck with them. I've had a lot better luck throwing, Arky style jigs as swim jigs, or just plain old-fashioned swim jigs. That's what I have luck with. But when you're throwing around in the wintertime, and it's cold like it is here right now, it's cold. You guys can see down there, the other end of the pond is frozen. It's supposed to get up to 60 degrees tomorrow, but it is 100% chance of thunderstorms and rain. Yesterday, quick little fun fact here, yesterday at 6:30, I counted 6 different lightning strikes. I don't know where they were, but you could see them. 6 different lightning strikes, and 7 times that you heard thunder. Now, I've always heard that thunder follows lightning, or lightning follows thunder, or whatever it is. So there could have been a lightning strike that I didn't see. But out of the ones I did see, there was quite a bit of lightning. And at 5 o'clock this morning, down south of here in a little town, actually it's a pretty big town compared to what I'm normally used to being in, Evansville, Indiana, it was 51 degrees at 5 a.m. this morning when it was raining and thundering and going crazy down there. As you guys can see here, the rain is picking up a little bit. Probably will have to cut this video short here pretty soon. If the video just abruptly ends, it's probably because I seen lightning or thunder, and I ain't screwing around with that because I have a rod in my hand that could kill me. And there's thunder. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.